Yeah, we ended up with you guys bringing back the head of the creature to Dorinthia.
Okay.
This is very
Just
much
the
where
antler.
Yeah, just
yeah,
the
the antler.
antler.
This is very much where
You
we
said
ended.
that Dorinthia would take the antler and like put it as a decoration inside of the temple or something.
Yes. On temple grounds.
Um, where are we
The goal is
starting?
to save time was to like fast forward this sort of point where she tells you that it's all fine, so that we could skip forward in time in a point where we have Kubu there.
Okay,
Yeah, that makes
so
sense.
let's say that um, Arastelle and Zovril went back to Melika to check up on Poppy. Do you want Nephele to be there, or is Nephele like getting ready for the masquerade, or?
If you want Nephele to be there, just tell me. Otherwise, she do her own things.
Well, Arastelle would always invite her, but it's up to her.
We're getting to an impasse.
Mm-hmm.
A cul-de-sac. She will. Yeah, I guess she would go with you.
Okay.
I mean, Melika is close by. It's not that far away, so bringing back. I assume you will bring back Poppy and Priscilla's body, or you just leave her there for now, and you'll bring Dorinthia there.
I think that we would just go back to talk to Poppy and see what Poppy would want to do.
All right. So let's go with that. It was the morning when you killed the beast. You brought the antlers back. Melika is about an hour's march away northwest. So following this, you would leave for Melika, and you will be there by about midday. And Poppy,
Yes.
or you are recovering quite fast. You feel weaker than you were, obviously. You slept a lot in the past 2 days, like more than you've ever slept before. Probably
Okay.
slept more in these 2 days than you slept in the past 3 months.
Okay.
How's
You
that
did
even
sleep a
possible?
lot. Well, you don't sleep a lot in the past 3 months.
But like
That's
3
how.
days is only like
Hmm.
Like maybe
48
consecutively.
hours? No,
Yeah,
it's
no,
72 hours?
Yeah, 72 hours.
yeah. Let's say you sleep 72 hours, 3 months, about 90 days. That's like what, 40 minutes of sleep a day? Yeah, that's not a lot.
Yeah.
In the past month,
Okay, sure.
makes more sense. Let's do the quick math. Yeah, you feel like you've slept more. You feel like that's important words here. Feel like you've slept more in the past 3 days than you've slept in the past month. Um, but you're slowly feeling better. You're able to just go around the cabin. Able to stretch. You're able to feed yourself. Like your strength is coming back to you. But as I said, you have this sort of ill feeling of being weak in a way. Like you don't feel as strong as you were.
Sure.
And around midday, when the sun is at its highest point, yeah, you'll hear coming from outside the return of Zovril and Arastelle and Nephele.
Probably open up the door for them ahead of time. Hi.
How are you feeling?
I'm okay. My wings hurt a lot.
I don't know if you were very coherent before, but I asked
No.
Zovril to come help. He looked over.
Oh. I almost didn't recognize you, Zovril.
Yeah.
He looks
Are you,
literally the exact same. What are you talking about?
I'm gonna sleep the last
Are
couple
you
days.
okay?
As good as I can be.
Do you need me to check you over again, or do you feel okay enough?
I feel okay enough. I've been walking around.
So that's good.
Yeah.
You were in rough shape when I got here.
Yeah. I don't remember much for the last couple of days, but I remember being able to eat today and do it myself.
It's really nice to hear. I was worried about you.
Yeah. Thanks.
We've been busy while you were resting. Good news. We found a priestess that can bring back Priscilla.
Complete change of energy. You did?
Yes. The hurdle, though, is that the materials that she would need for the spell we don't have.
Oh. Right.
So, another thing, and Arastelle will kind of glance at Nephele. Nephele came up with the idea of attending a masquerade ball
Well, that sounds lovely.
tomorrow
Best
night.
plan. We're gonna have a lot of fun.
And
Oh.
hopefully we can find a noble who would have a diamond worth 1,000 gold.
Oh. That's a good idea. Okay. I like whip down and I'm like, my dress is kind of ripped up a little bit though.
I'll cast mending and then prestidigitation.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
Probably don't have anything that could fit you.
Nope, this is fine. This is my favorite dress.
You can find you a small mask.
Hmm.
Like with tiny
Yeah.
feathers and
That would be cute.
that would be great.
So, are
Okay.
you sure you're feeling well enough for Masquerade? You don't want to just stay here and recuperate? I can stay with you.
It sounds like you don't want to go to the masquerade ball.
It sounds
No.
sounds like that indeed.
We just really want to make sure that you recover okay.
I'm just really concerned about you, Poppy. Sorry, she would not laugh there. The Kuma's face just made me laugh. I'm just really concerned about you, Poppy.
I get that, but I'm alive. No, I think we should go because if we could find somebody who has do we have the money for that? I don't think I have that much on me.
One
No,
way or
like-
another.
Money for what?
The diamond.
Oh, right. I mean, you can probably find someone who, I don't know, someone who can offer one for a better price. That's the
Zovril
thing
said
with
that
these events. I mean, you make a lot of friends, and friends give better price usually.
I'm going to rely on you, Nephele, to talk to everyone so that
No,
someone would be...
no.
You're way better at this, Nephele.
Yeah, I'm way better at like going around and just greeting everyone and people I know, and I'm sure you'll make a lot of friends.
Yeah, but there's a lot at stake, and would you really want to leave it up to me for that?
You've got Zovril. He's got a title. People love title.
What kind of people?
Extravagant one. That's the thing. She will approach Zovril. Like we're gonna be meeting a lot of people that are like, how can I say that? They're fun, but they're very easy to impress. And they love titles. They love like show bravado. Like that's who they are. Like they're just there for entertainment, and this is the kind of thing they like. And look at you, like she should go near, like beside him. He's cute, is sweet. You're gonna love him. Like the savior of Thesos. You look much better in a statue.
At this point, I believe he is Tomato Zovril, and his face is currently red. I thought the point of the masquerade was so that people didn't recognize me.
I was going to say the exact same thing. If this is a masquerade, well, can't we just come up with a new persona? Isn't that what everyone's going to be doing?
No, not at all. Actually,
Why?
it's just an excuse for people to wear masks.
I wanted to use a different name and not be me.
I mean, you can do that. But if you're trying to find someone who can offer us a diamond, maybe using your real name is up to you. But yeah,
I really hate to say this, but she might be right.
also I kinda may have already told my friend that the savior of Thesos will be there.
But that's not me.
That's not you, correct?
So
See,
I can be just a different person.
you can be whoever you want to be.
Okay.
I mean, technically, it was as much you as it was me, but
They don't know that.
Not according to that sculptor.
Yep. You're gonna
She
be
was a
fine.
bitch. Zovril. She was really, really mean.
She was atrocious.
that doesn't make me feel better about this.
Maybe
Good.
she'll be there. Could talk to her.
Artist?
If she's famous around Thesos, she might be there.
I hope we don't see her again.
I hope
These
we
events
don't
are
see
like full of
anyone there.
merchants and nobles.
Well, I want people to know my name there.
Why?
Because my name is great.
Okay.
Your name like a flower. Everyone loves flowers.
Exactly.
Are you gonna have a poppy on your outfit somewhere? And your mask?
That would be great.
Oh, that's a good idea.
He'll druid craft a poppy. I don't know.
Can you do Druidcraft? Oh yeah, you
I
can.
think so. Yes, I can. All right, it's not on there.
Oh, I can
He's
too.
a cleric.
I can also druidcraft. I was looking for that. I couldn't see it. Fairy magic. It's a good idea.
Make a bunch of puppies.
And make a
There you
mask
go.
out of it.
Are you sure you don't want us to find you a new dress?
Nephele
What do you have to
has
say about
one.
my dress?
Well, you just gave me an idea. Like we could find a, you could find a dress that looks like petals from a poppy, like a red dress.
That might be overkill.
I mean, it wouldn't cost too much on fabric. Also have like the poppy being like a bow tie behind, like on your back.
A lot of flowers, though.
That's a lot. Yeah, maybe you're right. People may mistake you for an actual flower at this point.
Right.
I'll think about something.
Okay.
So,
So-
Arastelle, would
Yeah,
you be
what-
using your real name? Everyone else would do.
But like, this is the one chance that I can pretend to be somebody else, and you're going to ask me to be me?
You're correct. Because it's like she's like rummaging in her head, like she.
Who are you gonna pretend to be?
Yeah, who shall you be?
Like, what's their persona? What's their character like?
Yeah,
I didn't think that far ahead. I was just gonna come up with the name.
Well, you have to have a whole personality with the name.
Yeah, what name did you come up with?
You gotta like role play it while you're there. Like be a new person.
Yeah.
I was actually just going. Sorry, she wouldn't laugh at this. I was just going to come up with different names for each person that I spoke to. Lathia, Balathia, Calathia, Delathia.
Not sure ending all your names with Lithia will be a good idea.
Well,
Take
if
it
I
from
only
me, don't
talk
end
to
your
them
names
once,
in all the
they
same
won't
letters.
really know who I am.
My only issue with that is if we're trying to potentially, even if just a brief alliance, it might not be ideal to do it under. I feel like a lie might be excessive, but false pretenses.
That's why I would rely on you.
Do you not remember the tavern?
Okay, I would rely on Poppy and Nephele.
And I'm pretty reliable.
I don't think you guys need me.
I mean, that's just not true.
For this.
Do we already have the invitations? And like, are the spots already reserved for us, Nephele?
Obviously. I made sure that we would all be welcome.
Oh, see, they're already gonna make enough food for you to be there too. So I mean, like they already have all our plates paid for and everything, so we have to go.
And you used my name already?
No. I just told Pythias that I'll be accompanied by 3 other people.
See?
Your name should be Bookestelle. Case closed. Let's go.
Bookestelle.
Yeah, you're always in books, Arastelle.
But that doesn't help me remember when I actually spoke with someone.
But if you use just the same name throughout the entire night, then you don't have to worry about it. You just associate it with the ball. Right?
I'll think about it.
Think, Estelle.
All Estelle.
I'm not sure ending your name with Stell would be a good idea.
No, I think it's a terrible idea. That's why I went with Alethea.
Could go with something simple like Mary
It's the first thing that came to my mind, too.
or Janet.
Those are weird
What about
names.
Karen?
Do I seem like a Karen to you?
I'm just giving out names.
I'll think about it.
Well, you got a full day to think about it. But I expect you to be there tomorrow.
Okay.
BRB.
Okay. I'm shocked that Nephele is letting me go with a different name, but I'll take it.
I mean, if that's what you want.
I thought the whole point of this was to introduce us to Thesos as the heroes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, is the ball in Thesos?
Yeah.
Oh, lovely. Oh, Artist is totally gonna be there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Where did you think it was going to take place?
I don't know.
Certainly not in this town.
No, they're mean.
They're so mean.
They're mean?
Yeah, you
Yeah,
you
they're racist.
literally said that they like were giving us nasty looks.
Doesn't mean they're mean. They're just not I don't know the word.
They don't have a
Acclimated?
worldview.
Yeah,
Expanded worldview.
exactly.
That's
That's all.
okay.
They're small town people.
Yeah. Why would we want to have a ball in a small town like this?
That's a good. That's a good
Well,
question you
I
got there.
figured it was like, I don't know, it could be anywhere.
No, it's in Thesos. I mean, it took less than a day for Nephele to find spots in an event. So yeah, it was in the same town for sure.
Hmm.
Welcome back.
Thanks.
So, is there anything else you want to talk about or do?
The one question that we had for Poppy is well, wait. Do we need Priscilla? The body to bring back Priscilla? I forget how resurrection works.
Resurrection, yes. True resurrection, you don't, but resurrection, you do.
Okay. Can't we just, like, bring back a finger or something? Okay.
Kind
Got
of,
the
no.
hand. Can you res her from this?
Yeah. But the question to Poppy would be, if Poppy would want to bring Priscilla to Thesos or leave her here and keep her quote unquote safe in a quiet town here.
I am worried that someone will come looking for her, someone else, to collect her body. I'm worried that that crazy girl is going to come back or something for her body, her master's like demand or something. So I'd rather take it with us, I think.
Okay.
Yeah. If we get questioned, we can just say it's like my grandmother who is, or someone's grandmother who we're bringing back to get buried appropriately.
I wasn't expecting Priscilla to be old. How old is Priscilla?
Or mother.
She's about in her probably like 40s, late 40s, something like that.
Okay.
I don't think I've actually described her.
You didn't, no.
She's probably in her 40s. Short, auburn hair. She has like these robes that obviously are being maintained by her. She's just taking care of all her things herself, like living as an hermit. Looks like she's taking care of herself still. She's got like sort of like slim features. Like she's tall, maybe 5'8", quite slim, pointy face, pointy nose. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Okay. Then let's bring the body back to Thesos.
Very pretty.
You can probably just add it at Nephele's place or directly to the priestess.
I think just bringing it directly to the priest, especially since the priestess is outside of
Yeah.
the walls, would make the most sense.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah, getting a corpse into the city may be
A challenge.
yeah. Darnther will probably have no issue keeping Priscilla's body with her. Especially since you cast
Gentle repose.
yeah, gentle repose. And I believe this makes it so that the body doesn't rot or anything of the sort, so that essentially it's not gonna have any sort of smell or other issues associated with it. So yeah, she wouldn't mind that. Otherwise, she would just probably cast gentle repose herself.
Okay.
So this is not a problem here. You pack up your stuff. Do you bring any of Priscilla's things, or do you just leave everything there?
I think that during this day, I probably would have gone through some things if there were any other books that I feel might be important. But I have her journal for sure already, which
Sure.
seems to be never ending as is. Probably her backpack, her bag, her shoulder bag.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I guess those would be the main things. If there are any other magical components or anything like that that were important, I would grab those as well.
Good. That works. Right. So you bring a bunch of stuff that's hers. Bring her body back to the Renthea. Anything else you would want to do? Or could we skip forward?
I'm fine with skipping forward.
I think we're good, yeah. I make a mask out of poppy flowers.
Sure. And Ethan?
I'm good with just skipping forward.
Alrighty. So, the next day. I would assume that during this day, you would have found a persona for Arastelle. We're not waiting for you, I swear.
And we're not waiting for me.
Yes, we are.
I was thinking of just being me, but just not my name.
All right. And I would assume also that you would find, like, make the mask for Poppy.
Mm-hmm.
Make sure that also our robe is ready.
Yeah.
Is at her best.
I have a robe. I have a cloak of billowing, so I'm good.
Yeah, that's the spirit. That's a bravado that they're looking for. So yeah. Evening of the next day. Arastelle is bringing you to the center of town. Pretty much where all the nobles live.
You mean Nephele?
Yeah, I said Arastelle, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Nephele. Arastelle will probably go the other way.
Yeah.
So Nephele is bringing you to the center of town. Kind of has this sort of like big nightlife, kind of. Usually during the evening, not a lot of people are out, but surprisingly enough, there's a lot of people out there, in this sort of like noble district. At the entrance of it, it's walled. You are being stopped by a guard, who's simply asking, "What brings you here?" As he looks at all of you. And also, do you have weapons on you?
So is this the entrance of the ball? I'm not really
No, that's
sure.
the entrance of the nobles district.
The nobles district. Okay.
Yeah.
So
The guard is looking at you, looking if you have any sort of weapons, asking if you have any weapons, what brings you here. You know, pretty normal questions.
I casted alter
He's
self.
never seen
by
you
the way.
before, so.
Right.
You casted what, sorry?
Alter self.
All right.
Poppy will say, "My name's Poppy. And we're here for a ball that we've been invited to. I don't have any weapons, but I have some adornments, and I'll show my shield with like flowers ringing it around, like around the ring of it, and then my time turner scepter, for its ornate detail."
All right. By the way, you are heading to Pythias Renoa soiree,
Okay.
which is a noble here in Thesos. I will type that down. And Arastelle, what does your alter self look like?
I'm thinking. So Poppy has blue hair. Zovril's brown. I'll be blonde. And I'll just be human looking.
All right. So blonde human.
Yeah.
Good. So yeah, the guard can make sure that you don't have any weapons. Looks at you, especially at Zovril.
Would Nephele have told us about this? I assume going to this
Yeah,
district?
she would have told you basic etiquette, like you're not going to war, so unless you have a ceremonial weaponry or armor made, So like like these very beautiful golden armors or things like that. So like usually you don't go armored or with weapons to
No, then
this
he
kind
wouldn't
of
have any
place.
of his stuff if he knew ahead of time.
Obviously, if you have a bag of holding, you can always just shove everything into it.
Which I do.
Okay.
So it's up to you.
I
Well,
took
then
that.
I could put it in there with Poppy's permission.
Yeah, I'll put my shield in there as well, but I'm gonna have the Time Turner staff on me because it's cute.
Hmm. Yeah, I'll have my shield and hammer in there, I guess, and my
Good.
arm. Well, the armor, I guess, doesn't really matter. It's not like I'm gonna take the time to put that on if something happens. So,
Yeah.
it's only what 10 minutes.
Yeah, donning an armor is not instant. So yeah, the guard kind of looks at all of you. He approaches Zovril. Kind of looks like pick up your coat. You have this sort of like purple coat, as I said last time. Looks inside if you have like a pocket or something. Doesn't really touch you more than that. He looks at you up and down. He ends up at looking at you and just goes, have we met before?
I don't believe so.
Then he has the sort of like stare at your like mouth and chin. All right, you may proceed. Have a nice evening, ladies, gentlemen.
You too. Poppy's like biting her tongue right now.
He let you pass. Nephele brings you to center of the city, to this very big mansion. That's multiple story high. It has a lot of windows. It has balconies. You can hear music. Everywhere you go in this district, you can already hear music around you, coming from multiple houses. And eventually, yeah, she brings you there, and she looks at all of you. I'm kind of excited right now because like I haven't seen these people for a long time, and yeah, I hope you're gonna all have fun. And also, if you don't eat any sort of fish, I tell you now, don't eat the fish. That's all you gotta know.
Why?
Just don't eat the fish.
But oh,
What's wrong with the
We're,
fish?
we're like half a day away from the sea. Like the fish is never good. They have all these fancy fish all the time, but it's never good. I don't want you to get
you
sick.
telling me that they don't transport it with like cold magic?
I'm kind of surprised by that as well.
I'm telling you. Like you think these houses are built because they go all in with the expenses? Like these rich guys, like they're scrawny. They're like they don't want to spend a dime, so they bring the cheap stuff. Looks expensive, but you get sick. Don't eat it. Don't eat the fish.
Hey,
Everything else is good, but don't eat the fish.
Thank you for the warning.
Best warning I can give you. Never eat the fish. And put on your best smile. She'll start going toward the place. She opened the doors, enter the like sort of main lobby. Do you follow her?
Yes,
Are we able
but
to not follow?
yeah,
Poppy
It's
is
up to
going
you.
to push Arastelle forward.
but not before it's all lean over and be like,
Hey,
is it worth trying to eat the fish to get out of this?
Oh.
That's the way out.
what was your name again, Arastelle?
A form of Alethea. Don't introduce me.
Elithia.
Just say, and this is, and I'll say my name. Don't ever introduce me.
Okay. She pushes you in. Let's go.
I'm not ready.
Let's go.
You enter the lobby, following Nephele. She's already speaking with the sort of butler that's at the door. She seems to know him. Probably not the first time she meets him. And she looks at you. So looks like we're not the first, which is good. You never want to be the first nor the last. Just want to be middle of the pack. And yeah, I just asked him if Andromeda was there. Andromeda and Drew and
Andromeda.
the sculptor lady. It seems like she's already there, but hey, you'll be able to meet her. She looks at Zovril saying that.
Nice face. Nice face. Nice tone.
Yeah. So best smile, and the butler is already gone, by the way. He went like to the other doors. Best smiles, and yeah, we'll go in. The butler comes back, tell you it'll be you can go forward. Have a nice evening.
Thank you. You too.
You just nod. You go to the next doors. Nephele goes first. The doors are being opened by servants. As you enter the place, it opens up to this sort of like large ballroom. There's in front of you there's like this sort of big piano, and there's an actual giant humanoid frog that's playing the piano right now.
That's so awesome.
He's dressed like your usual sort of bard with extravagant clothes. Doesn't
Mhm.
fit with the rest of the people there. There's a lot of people there. All of the servants have the same kind of very bland, are like very hard to miss dark clothing. They all look the same. And there's a bunch of nobles and politicians and merchants there that all have masks. They all have these dresses and these coats that looks way too rich for what you're used to. And as you enter, there's a guy near the door. There's a servant. He has a sort of like I would say notepad or like parchment scrolls in front of him, and he just starts shouting. Uh, Here enters Miss Nephele. You can see that a lot of people are looking your way. Accompanied with her friends, Poppy of the Strangers. He looks at Zovril. Zovril, savior of Thesos, also of the Strangers. And he looks at the third person, which is Arastelle. He looks at his notes, looks at Arastelle, and an unnamed friend of Nephele. He looks
Nephele?
slightly confused.
Oh my
You
goodness.
can hear some people are like clapping, and people go back to their business after that.
When we get
And
off
the
to the
doors
side,
closed.
Aristotle is gonna be like, Nephele, you told me that you didn't give them my name.
I may have lied.
Why?
It's etiquette. I mean, everyone knows each other. You always give your names here.
Why
She
would
Nobody's
you
wouldn't
hiding
lie
have
to
anything.
me?
And she wouldn't have used disguise self either.
I mean, I could see that I could maybe not be able to change your mind, and it was a little already too late. So I didn't want to make you like. I didn't want to make you sour yesterday, and I did not think it will make you sour today. So, it'll all go well. You'll see. She's gonna give you like a small kiss on both cheeks, and have a good night. And she'll go like meet somebody that's in the crowd.
Did you want to like undo your alter self, go out of the doors, and like walk back in, and they can announce you with us like that? So that way, like
I think it's a little bit too late for that, no?
maybe. Well, now you could change your form, and nobody would know.
It can also just be the unnamed friend.
That's true. You're so much more beautiful in your real body.
I was expecting you to say like the other way around. I don't know why.
I mean, you might be the most sought after person here without having a name.
Do you really think that people would care that much?
I feel
If
like
you say that,
I was about to say. on
You-
you.
you are approached by a mountain of a man, probably 6, almost 7 feet high. No, man, 7 to 8 feet high makes more sense. I say man, but his head is one of a rhino, like straight up a rhinoceros. I think it's a
Rhinoceros.
French word. Rhinoceros? Yeah,
Rhinoceros.
rhino, like
Yeah.
rhinoceros. Perfect.
Yeah.
Straight up of a rhino. He's tall as a man. He's large, bulky. He's got slight. He's got a belly. I mean, he's got this sort of I'm a noble belly.
Mm-hmm.
He's gray as a rhino. He's got the large nose. He's got the horn at the end of it. He's a rhino as best you can describe one. And you can hear him just say, welcome to my house, as he approaches you and just like embraces you all through you. If he could, he would. Like, I hope you find yourself at home. I am Pythias. This is where I live. It kind of explains why the ceiling is so high also. It's a very big room.
It's lovely here.
It is indeed. I'm glad that you like it. I'm happy that my friend Nephele brought some of her friends. He looks at Zovril, savior himself. I've heard great tales about you. And I did hear great tales about your guild, I believe, the Strangers.
Yes.
What is fun is that even though we have never met, it feels like I've known a lot about your adventures. The bards do tell the tale. And we do have bards often here. If I may, you can find all the food back there. He points at like a table full of food. You can find all the food back there. You can find drinks everywhere you want. Feel free to wander around the place. This is your home. This is everyone's home today. And if there's any problem or anything, feel free to ask me. I'll gladly help you out. Make it home. He just
Thank you.
hugs you all again, and
Poppy gives full on hug and probably only gets like around his bicep.
no,
because she's tiny.
not so strong, not so strong. I'm an old man. Thank you for being here. I'm sure plenty of people will be happy to see the savior of Thesos themselves. I'm a little saddened that you haven't brought any of your friends. The statue's a great work of art, but seeing the real you, exquisite. Pardon me. And he just leaves to meet other people.
I'm really surprised that Zovril did not give Poppy credit. Holy cow!
Right?
Holy cow! Zovril was just silent.
Did you
Wow.
hear that? You're exquisite.
I feel like I'm gonna be sick.
All right.
You're
Good
just
luck talking to people.
You're just standing like in the doorway right now, like
Yeah.
just there.
All right. Well, we know what our mission is. Make new friends. Ones that we can buy something from. And to have fun tonight. Okay, bye. And I'm gonna hover off to go get a drink.
Sure. What about the other two? The unknown person and Zovril?
And via message. I have my eye on you, Arastelle. I'll make sure that you don't leave.
I can change my appearance again.
I'll know you by my heart.
By the way, when Pythias did come up, Arastelle would have just smiled the entire time, listening to what Nephele had said. Even though Nephele lied to her, holy cow, that is shocking. But she would also say to Zovril, look, whether you like it or not, you're gonna have to play into this hero card if you want a diamond worth 1,000 gold. Lean into it. And then she's gonna run off to the garden and hide in the bushes.
Let me know when you're done brooding.
Can I get an active perception check real quick to see if she leaves this room?
You see her go outside, and through the window, we see her like straight up diving into bushes.
Message to Zovril, I'll be back. I saw her.
You didn't know. You need to actually roll.
He said I saw you do it.
No, he was joking because I didn't actually do that.
Well, if Zovril saw you do it, he's 100% telling because he's not doing this by himself. If he has to be here, you have to be here.
I don't see why I need to be here. We have the hero of Thesos can do the work.
Yeah, it's their time to shine.
So yeah,
Favorite
I'm
Thesos.
imagining that this garden is like one of those like really elaborate, really well maintained gardens where like
Yes.
there's actual like labyrinths of bushes, and yeah, that's where she would go hide.
Sure.
What did you roll?
Nothing.
I don't. Another lie.
I never lie.
Yeah.
I swear. All right. So yeah, you are left to yourself, Zovril, as Poppy is going to find a drink, and you can see Arastelle just aim straight for the bushes.
Oh my god.
My passive perception is not 23 anymore, but it's still 19.
Oh, you can passively percept that she's going out. She's just leaving.
Into the garden.
Yeah,
you don't know
she's taking
exactly
the
where.
first door that you can find that leads outside. There's a servant that asks you, like, passes in front of you and asks you any drink. She has a plate with a bunch of like different drinks on it. Any drinks, sir?
Which is your strongest wine?
That will be this one, and she ends you a cup.
Thank you. And he's going to finish it.
Do you want to? Do you want me to end you a second one right now?
Probably shouldn't.
Probably
You know,
shouldn't.
I'll take it and I will not drink one right away. Thank you.
He will end you a second cup. You have like 2 cups. Good evening, sir. And she will leave. Go to the next person. So you're just standing there with your 2 cups, like, all right. It is actually very good wine, by the way. If you try it.
Better than from the chalice of Belladette.
Yeah, 100%. But it is not the god of gold, so I think his wine is gonna be great. He's gonna cheap out on the wine.
Yeah. Apparently
Cheap out on the
Belladette
magically fake wine.
turning water into wine and it's some boxed wine.
Nobody
got
said
ripped off.
turning water into wine make good wine. Just wine. Poppy,
Yes.
what is your aim right now?
Grab a mojito and immediately start chatting with people who look adorned in jewelry of various gems and such, which I assume is everyone. So she's just gonna go first person that she sees.
There's a lot of differences in how people are presented. obviously. Some, yes, much more luxurious, like jewelries, necklaces, rings. Others, much more simple, just like you, essentially. Clearly, they were invited for XYZ reason, but they're not as lavish as the others. So
Right.
you aim mainly for the people that looks rich.
No, actually, Poppy is going to be in the mindset of, we're not necessarily poor. We also have money, but we don't always flaunt it. She's gonna go for someone who isn't flaunting their wealth and is here.
Good.
Yeah.
Great wisdom check. You go around. I assume you pick a drink somewhere on your way there, or you have a mojito done by one of the servant, like special order. Obviously, they will say yes. I mean, why not?
Sweet.
It's this kind of soiree.
Nice.
If you pass by the table full of food, there is a surprisingly high amount of fish. There's also other things, mostly confiserie, like chocolate cakes, things like that.
I'm gonna subtle cast detect poison and disease on the food.
Sure.
That's the best thing I could possibly do right now. This is great. I'm subtle casting it for sure. I'm using it.
Sure.
How much is
Yeah.
subtle cast?
About half the fish there is probably a little overdue.
Give it a little poison vibes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like clearly, if you eat about half the fish on this table is not gonna have you end well.
Cool. I'll grab some hors d'oeuvres or something else. Maybe some like small other meats and cheeses and stuff. And I'll lock in on like Zovril from across the ball, and I'll like send him a message, say, no, really, don't eat the fish. The like half of it's poisoned, by the way. I just checked it.
Very important.
Horrible.
Good. So you go around, you try to find someone that doesn't try to show off too much.
Yeah.
All right. Men or women?
Go with the woman.
All right. You look around, you find this woman. She seems to be talking with someone you've seen before. This woman, about 5'5", 5'6". She's got these long brown hair. From what you can see of her skin, olive skin, probably from Silk Meadow. Her clothes, surprisingly enough, mostly this sort of she wears robes, but they seem to be in very middle of the like middle back fabric. Like they're not expensive fabrics.
Sure.
There's already there's also sort of like leathery garbs to her, and she wear boots. Like she has like work boots, straight up, that you can see. She does not fit there.
Sure.
She has a mask like everybody else, and she seems to be talking with a small orange cat person that's about 4 feet tall, a little overweight.
What's his name?
They seem to be talking about economics and trades right now as you approach.
Okay. Stall, Kyle. Stall. Yeah. Poppy recognizes him as I try to pull up our NPC list from the other.
It's been a while.
It has been.
And I believe it was the first time Poppy did anything.
I think so too. It's actually where we met Nephele at too, I believe.
It's actually where you met Nephele.
Yeah. It was at the hunt.
I will try to help you. His name ends with a Z.
Oh man.
I'm pretty sure this helps.
Where's our... I'm looking at the old sheet real quick.
I'll give you 30 seconds and then I'll give...
I know. Okay. Good. I'm not going to find him. It was the Kivomos big game, though, for sure.
She is talking with Fitz of House Galta.
Ah, that's
You've
right.
met him. You've met him in Kivomos.
Yes.
You
Some
actually
months ago.
changed his name to Fennec, by the way.
I did.
Did you actually?
Yeah,
I did
because
do that
yeah,
Because of my cat?
yeah,
because of your cat.
yeah.
Let's go with
Who
Fennec
said
then.
I forgot
that-
about that. That's
Who
great.
said
Its
that it
token
reminded
still
him of
fits.
Fennec, so you changed his name to Fitz Fennec.
Let's go with Fennec.
It's Fennec. That's awesome. Okay. I think I'll yeah, I'll approach, I guess, and greet them both with my drink in hand. And I'll probably lead with I believe I've met you before over at Kavomos at the big game.
They will both stop. They will look at you. You see him blink through his mask once or twice. All right, you're. Yes, we've met in Kivomos. He clearly does not remember your name.
Right. Yeah, my name's Poppy. Sorry for intruding on the conversation. I didn't expect to see anyone I actually knew here.
Yes, new, yes. How have you been?
Pretty well, actually. Well, as good as it can be with our life.
And and what is your name again? I'm sorry, it has been some time.
Poppy.
Poppy. All right, Poppy meet Odessa. Odessa meet Poppy.
It's lovely to meet you.
Poppy is, I believe, a mercenary. Correct.
Yes. Yeah. I'm part of the Strangers.
Strangers, yes.
Or was it part of the Strangers? Yeah.
Well, I'm glad that you're here. I'm surprised that you're here. Are you on duty?
With Nephele. No, with Nephele. Nephele invited us. We were in the town, in the city, and she brought us around, and I was absolutely not going to turn this down. This is a lovely event.
Indeed it is. You're good friends now.
Yes. Oh, yeah. She's been with us for quite a while. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
And how is she? I mean, I haven't seen her in months.
Oh, she's around here somewhere, actually. She's well.
Well, I'll make sure to go and meet her then. That's been a while. That's been since Kivomos, actually.
Yeah.
A lot of things happened then.
Yep.
And what brings you? I'm surprised. I mean, it's Nephele invited you, right?
Yep.
Oh. I didn't know we could do that.
Mm-hmm. I think she knows. I think she's close friends with Mr.
By Theos.
Yes. We're actually here with the savior of Thesos too. He's one of the people from the guild. We were all part of the event, but yeah, Zovril is somewhere around here actually.
All of the saviors are here. All 5 of them.
No, no, not all 5 of them. There was a little bit more than that, but they didn't have. We'll leave that alone. No, but he's here right now. The other 2 of us who are here with Nephele are close friends of his and hers.
Well, I'll be eager to meet him.
Mm-hmm.
What does it look like? Which one is it? Is it a small dwarf?
I'll point him out right now across the room. I'm assuming it's pretty easy to find my friend if I hover a little bit above people's heads.
It's the handsome one. Well,
there's something for.
I'll be them. And if you don't mind, Poppy of the Strangers.
Yeah. Yes.
And Odessa, I guess we'll pick up this conversation later. I've got a hero to meet. And
hi.
He will just like scurry away with his small legs.
Yeah. Hi. Sorry for intruding. I really didn't mean to cut your guys' conversation off. I get carried away so easily.
No problem. You just actually saved me. So.
Oh, okay. That's good.
It's all fun. I'm Odessa. You Poppy, correct?
Poppy, yes. Poppy from the Strangers.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, I'm enchanté. She will try to like shake your hand or.
Yeah, absolutely.
Do her best.
Poppy
I
will
guess.
take both hands and
size
like
difference.
Yeah.
He's Let's just say he's an old family friend.
Oh, okay, gotcha. So just being cordial with him.
Yeah. He and I are in a very similar business.
Hmm.
Um,
I actually don't even know what he does, in all honesty. I don't really remember what he's told me before.
he's a merchant.
Oh,
He
right.
sells fabric.
Oh, okay. So what do you sell then?
I too sell fabric.
Fabric as well. So you guys are
Yes.
also competitors then?
Sadly, yes.
Oh,
Once upon a
okay.
time, my dad and he were better friends.
Hmm. Well, that's spicy. That's some tea right there.
I try to not think too much about it, and I try to not talk to him too much.
That's fair.
But everywhere I go, he seems to be in the decor. So
Looks like he's got all of his hands in every single pot that he can.
can I offer you a drink?
Sure. I'm just about done with this one. Yeah.
Anyway, you don't want this one. It's a mojito, is it? She'll kind of pick it
Mhm.
up from you.
Yeah.
She'll smell it. Mojito's all I have is
I believe it's
uh
a rum, if I recall correctly.
yeah. I just don't remember mint.
Mint. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mint.
I was trying to remember the word mint.
Mhm.
All I had was like when you brush your teeth.
Yeah. Toothpaste. The
Yeah,
toothpaste
the
smell.
toothpaste. Yeah, it's made out of toothpaste, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's toothpaste based.
It's very hygienic.
Yes. No, she'll
Cleans your
take
mouth and your intestine.
she'll take a drink. And you're from the strangers.
Yeah, a lot of the people have had to kind of go off and do their own things, so I think there's a little bit of a break in the guild, and it's downsizing a little bit after some events. But yeah, that's where I spent a lot of time and learned a lot of stuff.
And how are things in Caranthir right now? I haven't been there for a while, so.
Where's Caranthir again? That's
It's the capital. It's where the strangers.
okay. Gotcha. Sorry, names are hard
No
for me.
problem.
I think things are okay over there right now. Things aren't super loud. I don't think. I think it's pretty quiet. But yeah, I was actually you caught my eye because you don't stand out like the rest of the people here.
I mean, I stand out in my own way, don't you think?
Absolutely, which is what caught my eye.
You can see like from the frown of her face through the mask, like the features of her face that she's clearly smiling. Well,
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess that's why I do this. Also, I never was a big fan of like robes and all these nobles things.
Fair.
I mean,
This is
titles
just
are
how I
titles.
dress. This is just how I dress when I go out, even like as a mercenary. I just like pretty things.
And does fit you well.
Thank you.
I also usually go out with that. I just remove like she removed like a sort of layer of her dress.
Sure.
And you can say her suit is mostly leather. Like she could go out to do into bad weather with that, and this would fit.
Yeah.
I mean, working with fabric all day, make it so that you can actually should tuck it all back, actually make things like that work. And I had no better shoes, so I went with the boots.
That's fair. I think that practicality and comfort should overcome, like, I don't know, extra stuff.
Exactly.
If that makes sense.
Yeah. By the way, as you're talking, she's just moving, and she found you something else to drink.
Perfect. Yeah, I'm hovering alongside with her for sure. Yeah. I asked her where she's from.
My father is from Thesos. But I am from, my mother is from Heavenfell.
Oh, Heavenfell, okay.
We're from Belterre, the western part, close to La Castille.
Okay, gotcha. I've heard the names. I don't think I've been. I'm from the Grove, and I've spent most of my time on...
You're from the north?
Yes.
I never really crossed toward the desert in the north.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, with all the Catharan expansion, like, these kind of problems, there's not much profit to do here.
Yeah, we've had a lot of complications with that, so.
I can imagine. I assume in your line of work that maybe you've got some call to action in these parts.
Yeah, the guild kind of got split to both sides in a way at times, but yeah.
And Do you mind telling me a little more about you and your adventures?
Sure. And Poppy
I'll
will like
be
start.
open ear.
Yeah, Poppy will start talking about some of the things of like going down into the chasm. She'll talk about going to fight the wyvern. She'll talk about some of like the leaders from the guild. She'll talk about what else? Yeah, I think those are some of the bigger ones, the more recent things. She'll talk about the demon fight here in Thesos as well, and say like, yeah, like there was actually like 9 of us who were all like fighting a really big threat here, and but we had to leave right afterwards. So yeah.
She'll be listening to you. She'll be all ears.
Yeah.
As you go around and talk.
Mm-hmm.
She seems very interested into your adventures and the guild and all of that. Where's this? Oh, there it is. By the way, she looks like that.
Oh, gotcha.
Zovril.
Yes. I was about to say, can we skip over to him so that way I can like think now and like
Yeah.
what else I want to do with this now?
Doesn't take long for you to be noticed. You can see the small orange cat person get up to you, close to you. He looks at you, and the only thing he says is "fantastic." And he kind of like give you his hand, so you can shake it, but you're kind of stuck.
I mean, how is this like moments after I grab my second drink?
Oh yeah,
Or
it's slightly later, maybe like 30 seconds later, a
Oh.
minute later.
Oh, okay. I'll have hopefully finished the first drink by this point and found somewhere to set it. Awkwardly, probably.
Yeah, you can probably just find a servant and just place it on a
Yeah.
tray or something. Yeah. I was told you are the real deal.
I'm Zovril. Have we met?
I don't think we did.
I'll reach my hand out.
My name's Fennec. He will like grab it. I am the master of Alsgalta, purveyor of the finest fabrics in all of Thesos, and parts of Nephele, and parts of Silk Meadow as a whole. And also we do dwell and weave into the Catherine Empire from time to time. Enchanté. You can simply call me Fennec.
Pleasure to meet you, Fennec.
Pleasure is all mine. I believe you are one of the savior of Thesos, are you not?
Yeah.
Oh, you
I am one of the saviors.
seem a little how can I say that? Are you well, son?
Yes, I'm quite well. Just getting used to the title.
Hmm.
This is my
Yeah.
first time back here since the fight.
Oh, is it?
Yes.
Have you taken the time to go and see the statue?
We did happen to pass by it, yes.
And how do you like it?
It's missing a little something, I think.
Thing? I thought there was a little too much, as he kind of scratches the.
Yeah, it's
Hmm.
maybe a little exaggerated in certain areas, but it's missing a few of my friends that were there as well.
Hmm. There were more than the few of you.
Yes, so we had a fairly decent sized group. Were there 9 of us? I got 9. I felt like there were more. Yeah, there were 9 of us in total. Not sure how it was selected for the statue, but
Well, I'm looking at you, son, and I believe that I know why. I've never met the others though, so maybe I'm wrong. But
He's gonna definitely just take a drink at this point.
if I can give you best advice, personal admiration is probably the best thing you can do. You have to learn to love yourself. And also, you must always try to get what you should be rewarded. If you believe that you and your friends have been mistreated and there are missing people on your statue, well, you should do something about that. You killed the beast. You saved the city. You can probably find someone to make statues of your friends. Be honored, as you should. Because what's important is that once you're away, people need to remember who you are. That's what's important in life. Your name and legacy.
Thank you. That was very insightful. And
Oh yeah, so obviously. Look at me. I
much-
am. Everyone calls me the insightful one. It is true.
Fennec the insightful one.
It
I'll
has a
remember
ring to
that.
it. Does sound well.
Hmm.
Well, it was a pleasure meeting you, young man.
It
It
was a
was
pleasure
great,
meeting you.
actually.
I believe I have some business to attend to now.
I believe you do. Also, if you ever want to maybe find a suit that suits you more, that suits you better, feel free to contact me anytime. Or any of my branches. We do have a lot of tailors in all the major cities in Silk Meadow. Because
I'll be sure to reach out next
because
time I'm looking for
I
a
don't think
suit.
purple's your color, but that's just me.
I might have to agree with you there, but don't tell Nephele.
We'll keep this between ourselves.
Thank
Also,
you.
where is she?
Can I find her?
Oh yeah, you can find her. Yeah, she's talking with people.
I believe she's right over there.
Well, having a nice evening. It was nice speaking with you, Savior of Thesos. And
You as
you'll
well.
you'll just go
Fennec
with
the
it.
insightful.
Ciao, bye.
I'll just
And
nod,
go toward Nephele.
and then he'll exhale finally.
You only have one drink left. You're done with the wine.
Oh no.
The second drink is some like very fruity, like pineapple kind of drink. Doesn't taste like alcohol at all.
Is it alcoholic?
It clearly is.
Okay. Yeah, he's gonna keep drinking, and awkwardly look around to try to find another person to talk to. Is there anybody that's, I guess, probably just gonna seek out people that are looking at him right now instead of trying to make conversation, just kind of wander towards people that are already trying to catch
You
his
look
eye.
around. I mean, you have very good perception.
Mm-hmm.
As you look around, you can see that clearly these people, most of them kind of know each other already a little or more. But you can see that people just organically kind of mesh with each other and like randomly just go talk with people and ask how they are, what they do, things like that. You can see that it's clearly just people are used to this sort of socializing, which is obviously not one of Zovril's forte. You feel out of your usual box right now, like just left in the middle of this ocean of confusion,
Yes.
drinking alone. One could say brooding.
He's trying his very best to not look like he's brooding. It's minimal brooding right now. Externally, anyways. Inside, it's always brooding.
Arastelle,
Yeah.
you are outside.
Yeah. I'm in the garden, sitting on a bench, drawing the garden.
I assume you're in the gardens behind the mansion.
Mhm.
You can see like the very large windows of the main room. You can see like people inside. Mostly blurs. The windows themselves are not clear. They have some sort of uh, they have a weird pattern to them that kind of gives off a weird reflection. Like they're more clearly more artistic than there for their usage.
Okay.
You cannot see through them, and it's not the first time you see these kind of windows. When the sun shines through them inside, there's probably a lot of like colors that are reminiscent to rainbows that are just being reflected everywhere.
Okay.
Uh, Probably very expensive. So yeah, you're standing there, you're just drawing into uh, your notepad.
Mhm.
Notepad.
Yeah, I carry a notepad around
Yeah,
me. It's an awakened notepad.
it's your book. Um, there's the only thing you can hear. You can hear the voices of people coming from inside that echoes outside, and the sound of the piano. Um, Small soothing music, very lounge-like. Nothing too weird or loud. Um, you are you are approached by uh, Nephele.
Oh.
I would assume it's like maybe 5 minutes later or something like that.
Oh, I've been caught.
She will sit close to you. Before she said she would ask, "Do you mind?" And she would point.
No, it's okay.
She will sit in silence for a brief moment. I don't want you to feel uncomfortable. I want to get you out of your shell a little, but if you feel like I'm doing things too fast for you, just feel free to tell me. If you want me to stop, feel free to tell me.
Why did why did you lie to me?
You look like you really did not want to be recognized. It was kinda already too late, and I didn't want to. I don't know. It was just spur of the moment. The mistake is on me. I knew that I knew this would happen. I didn't know you would change, but I knew that you would be announced. So this one's on me.
Now I'm expected to be here, but I'm not here.
You shouldn't read too much into that. There's always people that do not show up to these events. I think most of the confusion was with how you did not look like yourself. So I mean, the guy at the door was um, like didn't know what was going on. So it's not a problem. These things they look formal, but don't worry. Like
Okay.
tomorrow, half of these people won't remember a thing. So you don't have to worry about that. I'm sorry that I lied to you.
Thank you. And
She'll kind of get closer to you, rest her head on your shoulder. I'm glad that you are not too mad.
I mean, what's done is done. There are a lot of people in there, and it is a little uncomfortable.
Oh, it was. I just had to speak with Fennec? Small cat? We
He
met
was
him
at
in
the game.
Kivamos. Yeah.
I thought that
I
you and
I
him
also
didn't.
heard he was at. Wasn't he in Paragon?
Oh, he was. But they wouldn't have known it was me there.
No, I mean none of us were there. No.
Yeah, no one was there.
Yeah, I mean he always finds way to put himself in bad situation. Anyway, didn't really change. He's still same old cat.
Yeah, I thought.
What are you drawing?
Oh, well, I'm just kind of drawing the garden, and I would show her.
Thanks, good. Needs a little more work, but I mean, if you stay there all night, I guess you'll be done by then.
Yeah, there's plenty of time, right?
I guess there is. Also, I heard some good news.
Yeah.
I just spoke with Pythias. I thought he was doing this event because he was like his usual self, trying to like meet people and just show that he's rich and all that.
Mhm.
But from what he told me, uh, he's gonna get a very important guest tonight.
Oh, is it that artist who did the sculpture?
Andromeda? No, she's not her. No.
And it's
He
not
told me it's
Zovril?
is Zovril an important guest?
He did save the city to Pythias, no?
Yeah, I mean, give it a year and people would have forgotten.
Damn, that is brutal.
Remember, she's from this sort of like, how can I say, not extravagant, but fake world, fake noble party goer world.
Yeah.
So like,
they didn't notice the gloom for
yeah,
the month leading up to it. Okay.
things go fast. There's always a new hype. Like, just
Okay.
so yeah, yeah. It does sound brutal, but for her, it's just like she knows that's how it's gonna be.
Okay.
Like give it a year and it'll be forgotten. Like for them at least. Like now I heard that a very special guest from Avonfell would be there. Some big name duke or something like that.
Maybe someone from Strixhaven?
I don't think so.
Oh.
Last time we had a mage here, he scanned. He made some party tricks. People didn't like that too much.
Okay.
I think he brought like dead toads. Brought them back to life or something. It was very weird.
You might want to let Poppy and Zovril know. If it's a really well-known person, they'd probably have a diamond worth 1,000 gold for the ritual.
Maybe they do. Good point. I'll tell them. Here's your drawing. I want to see this. When it's done. And if you ever feel better, you know where to find me. Maybe I'll have you meet some people.
Okay.
See you there. And she will lead back to inside. Poppy and Zovril.
Continue drawing.
Yes.
Poppy, do you keep talking with Odessa?
Yeah, I'll probably stick to Odessa, and like ask her about like some of the places and things that she's seen or been to in her merchant travels, stuff like that.
She will have no problem exchanging stories
Sure.
with you. I mean, as
Yeah.
long as you want to talk with her, she'll be. From what you can easily gather and understand, I mean, she doesn't fit, and much like you or Arastelle, she's there more. She's there not because she want to be there, but mostly
Yeah.
for mercantile reasons.
Yeah.
She's trying to make contacts and sell, essentially.
I think she'll a Poppy will say like, well, you're like probably one of the more genuine people here, I think. Like looking over a lot of the other people and like their faux like personas that they
Oh
have
yeah,
going on.
this is the fakest place you've ever seen.
Yeah.
Like everything feels fake. Like the fish was fake. Well, it was real
Yeah.
fish, but you see what I mean.
Oh, and I also tell her don't eat the fish. It's all like poisoned. I cast detect poison on it.
I'm allergic anyway.
so
I had
good.
no intention of eating
Yeah.
fish.
But yeah, I feel like so we're not just here with Nephele. Because I feel like you're genuine, I'm gonna throw this out there to see if you know anybody. But there's someone that's really important to me that recently passed to somebody else's hand, comes with the mercenary life, and I'm trying to bring them back. And we're looking for somebody who might have a diamond worth a lot that they'd be willing to sell. And yeah, I don't like skirting around things like that. So I'm just curious, like, do you know anybody by chance that might have one that they'd be okay with selling?
I do have some contacts in Lancastil and Buchezen, Eastern
Okay.
Nephele, but not here.
That it doesn't have to be here. Our group is well adverse with travel. Like it's what we do. We travel a lot. Yeah, I mean, I'd appreciate getting in touch with them.
Probably something I can do, but again, I'm not planning on going there for some time. So,
Okay. Yeah,
but yes, I mean, 1,000 gold diamond. You said
it's
sounds
very
expensive.
it's a taxing ritual that has to happen, and it has a high cost. Very refined needs, basically. Yeah.
Well,
Diamonds are used in very intense spells.
I can. I've got a friend who will be there tonight that probably could easily hook you up on this problem.
I'm sorry to I hope you don't think that like I'm trying to use you for this. Like I genuinely have been enjoying our conversation.
No look,
but you're like the only person that's been genuine that I feel like would hear me out on this.
It's okay. I mean, look around you. You think people here are here because they're just gonna. Everyone here wants something. They're all here for themselves. It could be Fennec that's trying to open up new trade routes, or it could be
That's
me
fair.
that's trying to sell my wares. Everyone's just selling something. It may be themselves or it may be their goods, but that's why we're here. And you should not feel bad because you're here because you're trying to save someone. Actually, I would not be surprised if this is the I guess this is the only good reason. Like this is probably the best reason to be here. Like you're not out for yourself. Well, a little, but at least you're trying to bring someone back to life. I'm trying to sell fabric.
No, I appreciate the reassurance. I appreciate the reassurance. Thank you.
No problem. That's what friends are for.
Speaking of, I feel like at this point I 100% owe you for this. Do you also use your fabrics to make dresses by chance?
Well,
like, do you make
yes,
them yourself? Or
I am far from being our best tailor, but I am a good one.
Well, I would love to
part of the deal of the family.
I would love to at least repay your kindness of getting me in touch with somebody by at least getting something from you as well, like buying something from you. especially seeing your handiwork already with how you're good at making things practical. I think it would be important for me, especially because I get into combat as a mage. So
I'm sure we could figure something out.
Hmm.
Zovril. What do you do meanwhile?
I'm on my third cup of wine.
You're just getting drunk.
No, I'm just building courage.
Right. What's your constitution score?
14.
14. Oh, ain't so bad. Ain't so bad. All right. So you're just drinking wine all by yourself.
No, he was kind of hoping that somebody's gonna approach him again, like has happened so far, and saying that that's not the case.
Well,
Um,
you are very perceptive, I believe. N- You're not being approached by. I mean, Fennec did approach you earlier. But beside him, nobody's approaching you to talk to you. But you can hear whispers, and clearly there are people. You can hear people be like, "Isn't he one of the guy in the statue?" or things like that, and like, or, "Oh, it's the hero of Thesos." Like, I mean, you've been announced. People that were there can know who you are now, but they don't really come and talk with you. But clearly, you can hear them. Like they're,
Fair.
you can hear the good and the bad. The oh, it looks better in the statue, or oh, he's handsome. Like you've got two side of each coin has two side.
I don't know which one he'd rather talk to.
Through the crowd, you do spot, and no, you never met her. So yeah, I'll rephrase that. After some time, you are approached by tall, thick something women. Uh, she she's slim. She looks like a noble. She has perfect ends. A lot of jewelries. She has this like short hair, like Krilla-looking women from the 101 Dalmatians. Uh, is this the English name?
Mhm.
All right. Uh, she approaches you. She's clearly eyeing you, maybe a meter away from you. She's not hiding anything like about the fact that she's straight up looking at you. And she just says, "You do look better.
Uh,
I'm a bit ashamed of myself now." She will maybe take a step forward. She will present you her hand, like maybe close to your face. You know the type you. She probably wants you to maybe kiss her hand or something, like
feel
basic
like
noble etiquette.
yeah, I feel like that's something he would kiss her hand. Yeah, he'd be a little bit confused at first, but he would do that. And I'm
I'm
Zovril,
Andromeda.
Andromeda. I feel like
I've
I've heard your
had
name.
everyone have heard my name here. I've received only basic um, descriptions of you. I must say that they were slightly too basic. She would like pass her hand, like the back of her hand, like on your face, like younger than I thought. Also, have you seen the statue of you and your friends?
I have seen the statue, and he's gonna take another drink.
Near perfect work, won't you say?
It quite a sight.
Quite a sight. I'm sorry that I could not have your features perfectly replicated. I
Well,
must say that I am extremely ashamed of myself right now. Now that everyone has seen you, it is obvious that my work is not on par with the men.
he is going to be very red again. But I appreciate you saying so. I was curious when I was looking at it, less so about what I looked like. How was it determined who all was on the statue?
What do you mean?
Well, there was a group of 9 of us that defeated the demon.
That's what I heard.
But there's only 5 of us on the statue. 4 of us on the statue.
Only 4.
It's had 3 drinks.
I took liberties on my creativity on this. I must admit that there is nothing more erotic than the body structure of a man. It does represent heroism in its purest form, don't you think?
I mean, I thought the statue was more about remembering those that saved the city than some sort of eye candy.
I believe you may be correct. I thought about maybe adding a plaque of sorts with the names of the missing one. This would also enhance the bravery of it all, because people would maybe believe that they perished throughout the ordeal. This will make for much better story, I think.
Well, I mean,
By the way, she's still like almost in your face.
well, I mean, you said yourself that you're ashamed of your work currently. Why wouldn't you just redo it?
You may be correct. Maybe I should rework on this statue. It is, after all, my signature that's on it. Maybe, I don't know. She will pick your drink, by the way. Do you like letter or?
Yeah, he's just not sure what he's doing right now.
Okay. She will pick your drink. She will continue with, maybe once this mundane thing is over, we could go to my place, my workshop, and talk things through, don't you think? And she will take a sip from your drink. You're very perceptive. You probably understand what she's going for. She will hand you your drink back after this.
Well, unfortunately, I have other obligations tonight, but
What a shame. Maybe another night. My workshop is always opened, 24/7.
do you have like regular office hours or?
I've seen your friends. You can easily find me, young man. She will tap you slightly on the shoulder, and she will leave after that.
I'm gonna go find whoever's nearest to talk to avoid. Like, I need a palate cleanser. How old was she? Was it?
Oh, she's clearly like close to her 50s, minimum. Told you, like, she's this Krilla-looking
Yeah.
woman. Like she's got whitish short hair, whitish grayish short hair. So yeah, she, as Kuwu just said, yeah.
I also am going to find a different drink and leave that one alone somewhere. Actually, I want to make sure it gets taken care of. I don't want somebody picking that up. And I don't want to cast any spells right now, so.
Good. So going to find a new drink pretty much ASAP.
Yep.
As you do, I assume you're still like close to the doors. You haven't really moved, like, an inch.
No, they just bring me the drinks.
Doors open close to you again, and the sort of herald that's there, bringing the scrolls back. You look, and you can see there's a guy with like a sort of like like these very long trumpets,
Mhm.
like and he just start blowing it, and people go silent. You're just like there, you're maybe like some meters away with your drinks, all confused. This thing just happened.
Out of the
Uh,
way, right? I'm not like standing in the middle of where this is all supposed
yeah,
to be
no,
happening.
you're just moving a little
Just
if
like
need be.
awkwardly. Okay.
And yeah, you see this. Um, you see this like 30 something, short, short black beard, long hair with a ponytail. He's got beautiful armor on, with a lot of cloaks and clothing on it and tabards. Uh, that as all the colors are this dark red, burgundy almost, with a lion's emblem on it. This man has he has a sort of ceremonial armor on, but it suits him perfectly. He has an helmet under his right arm. He's got ceremonial swords, and you can hear the herald start shouting, "Here enters Luther Ellenbrecht, Duke of Walton, son of Friedrich the Bold, Baron of Buchisen, sixth in line to the throne and wielder of Volkmar, the Diamond Blade." People can applaud as he ends up, and this man just starts like waving his hand, and he goes, just says hello to people, and the doors just close behind him. He's got this sort of like own servant that follows him with his trumpet, like close by, as his drink in his hand for the other guy, for Luther Ellenbrecht. And yeah, the door closes, people go back to their things, and there's this guy that just don't fit there. Everyone looks like actual nobles. This guy don't even have a masquerade mask, like he's not bothered with that. And yeah, he just goes around. First thing he does is go speak with Pythias. They seem to know each other and be good friends. Maybe Pythias is good friend with anyone. He just embraces him like he did with you. Uh, and yeah, you're just alone again, slightly confused about what's going on. Just oh.
Yeah, at this point I feel like he would probably kind of wait until Pythias left Luther, and then he would seek Pythias out, because talking to somebody he's already talked to would be much easier.
All right, yeah, you can easily find Pythias. He towers over like everyone. So yeah, you can approach him. No problem here. You go to that guy. He goes, "Ah, the savior of Thesos himself. Having a fun night?"
It has been an eventful evening for sure. Thank you.
"I'm glad to hear that. Here, take a drink." And he kind of just finds a drink and hand it to you. "You need another one.
I sure
Your
do.
first time in my house is usually your best time. Make sure to make it count. First impressions are the best."
I'm doing my best.
Glad to hear
Speaking of first impressions, I was curious if there's anybody in particular you thought I should meet, perhaps. I'm not frequent in Thesos, so I'm not sure of who's who per se.
Well, I've seen that you've met Andromeda. As usual, she was slightly into your space. I could see that.
Yeah, you could say that.
Quite the women. Never was too fond of her, but good friend nonetheless. But who could you meet? You could meet Leaper or Housebard. He points at the frog playing the piano. If you're into music, that is. Well, politics? Are you into politics? I've heard that you were not from Thesos. Are you moving in? Maybe meeting some politicians could help. You have the face for it.
Why, thank you. I haven't thought about settling down yet. Politics could be a good thing to get into. What about Duke Hellenbrecht?
The Duke. Good friend of mine. I guess yes, you could meet him. He's a hero of his own. You're a hero of your own. Maybe you could have some good talk. I assume he's defeated monsters alike, and you're known for being a savior here. Let me present you to him. And he will kind of put his hand around your shoulders and bring you forward.
Sure.
We'll bring you to the Duke, and you will call him Luther. No names, no. You will just call him Luther straight up, and just goes. Just tell whoever he's speaking with to shut off. This kind of site that tells everything. You see whoever he's speaking with, just kind of leave. Luther, this is the hero of Thesos. He's got a statue. He defeated a demon. Very rare, I believe. And he's part of the strangers. Mercenaries. And yeah, have fun. And he kind of slaps you in the back. Glad to have you.
Hand out. And Zovril Valren.
He will shake your hand. Well, glad to meet you, Zovril. You are a hero, he said.
Yes. A group of us from Guild of Strangers came to Thesos some months ago. Month now, right? Or is it more recent?
It was some months ago, yeah.
Okay.
I don't remember the exact timeline on this.
Yeah, I have no idea. There was a demon impersonating a priest, and lots of people that were not themselves in illness, and we were able to take down the demon and help as many people as we could in Thesos. Yes.
That's a shame.
It was very unfortunate.
Do you mind if we head to the tables? I'm quite famished.
Yes, please. Quick heads up. I have it on good authority that you shouldn't eat the fish.
Why is that?
About half of the fish is teetering on the edge of being one day too old, we'll say.
I guess we'll make do with the cheese and the biscuits. And are you alone here?
I have a couple of friends here. I'm with Nephele. She's from Thesos. I'm not sure if you know her. And then two of my other friends are here from. Well, we all met through the strangers, but we've kind of gone on our own path since some weeks ago. But,
I did hear about the strangers.
Well,
it's you're a mercenary guild, I believe. Correct?
Yes, we were a mercenary guild, founded actually by a number of members, but one of them being my father.
Oh,
and you know, we have done a lot of things, usually more local, and kind of worked up to, well, we'll just say that we've helped as many people as we could in the time that we've had. But our small group,
that is noble.
We found some other quests that we need to do on our own, so we've left the guild, but still in good hands.
And from adventurer to being invited to one of the most prestigious events in Thesos, that's quite the feat.
Well, I will admit that this is my first time back in Thesos since we defeated the demon, and I was unprepared for the welcome that I received. We, weren't in it for the acclaim, but been trying to make the most of it.
What do you mean?
Well, we've found ourselves in a little bit of a predicament, and as apparently everybody here, we figured this would be a good place to try to help ourselves a little bit. Yeah, we're just looking for somebody that could help us procure a rather expensive diamond. Plus, networking can't hurt.
Indeed, it cannot hurt. And what do you need a diamond for, if I may ask? And how expensive are we talking?
Well, there's one of my dear friends she's around here somewhere. She's lost somebody close to her recently in some sort of accident. And I don't know all of the specifics, but we need the diamond to get her back. We already have made arrangements for the rest, but we don't have the diamond. As a man of the cloth myself, it's out of my capabilities, but we're looking to have a sort of fair trade as much as there can be. But I don't know if you know anybody that would be able to help us in our situation, or...
I do know of people that could help you in your situation, yes.
I know we've only just met, but oh no, where'd my name go? Not my name. Oh, Pythias.
I dropped my name, oh no.
Yeah, my name tag. He's
Oh,
actually
no.
had like 7 drinks.
My hello, I am. I'm Zovril. Welcome to Best Buy.
Yeah. Well, Pythias. Oh damn, I don't remember where my train of thought was. I know we've just met, but any help that you could give me would be greatly appreciated. And obviously, happy to offer up whatever could help you as well. I'm not sure if you're here.
I
speaking
assume
anything
you're
in
like
particular.
I assume you're like both standing at the tables with the food and just
We're just like
talk-
munching while
yeah,
we're talking.
talking to each
That
other.
would be my ideal thing in real life. Always by the snack table.
Would you say that you are a man that would stick to your words? What word would you give that?
I like to think that I've always done my best to stick to my words. So,
You know, the strangers, even though I've never met any before, I know your name. I've heard your name multiple times from my father. I know that your name has been passed around or said at court in Heavenfell. I know that most of your deeds were not part of Heavenfell themselves, but there are not that many mercenary companies that goes all around Arcavios these days.
Well,
I
hopefully.
I personally can offer you a diamond. This is not a problem for me. You can roll by the way, you can roll knowledge history if you want.
Ooh, stopped using that dice last time. Son of a bitch.
You said
Stopped
what?
using that one too. Yeah, I should have done with the other one. I forgot I was using my broody dice. That's like a really. Oh god, I have a +0. 3.
Okay. I would assume, being from, I haven't grown up in Corinthia, being from Silk Meadow. I mean, I know you went to Strixhaven. You have some basic history classes, but it's nothing too extensive on countries and especially like specific parts of countries. So yeah, we'll just say that you know, you may not even know that Luther Ellenbrecht was the Duke of Walden, which is a region in Buchezen, which is a barony in Heavenfell. Like it's a lot of layers. Like you know, Buchezen is in Heavenfell. Everyone knows that. You got history classes. East Heavenfell, we good with that. A lot of knowledge. So yeah, you don't know much about this guy. He will uh, pick his scabbard. He will unlatch it from its belt, and he will show you a sword. The his sword looks to be made out of like pure gold. Not the sword, but the handle,
Hilt.
the hilt.
Yeah.
Seems to be made out of pure gold and very high quality leather for the end guard. He unsheathed it, and you can see the blade itself is straight up diamond. It looks like a diamond. It's probably as like fragile as diamond, but let's hope it's not. I'm the Duke of Vulcan. We may not have access to as much precious material and ores as our friends in Grumlet. Grumlet is like a mining country, but we do have 1,000 gold. 1,000 gold diamonds are nothing for us. Well, there's not that many of them, but it's accessible. You talked and said that people were here about networking. He will put his sword back before people start asking questions. I'm here because I'm looking for better funding, especially from Silk Meadow. Do you know much about Evenfell politics?
Not very well versed, no.
I'll give you the details quickly. My Duchy Volthen is under threat right now. My father, the Baron, well, thinks I'm a man now, and it is my duty to protect my due. Sadly, Edenwald is being... By the way, he gives you these names like you should know. Edenwald is being financed by Turo to the south, so that they can claim over my duchy and most likely open trade routes with them for my minerals. I do not have this founding. The crown itself will not help me. Well, the court will not help me. Because for some line of family line issues, I'm sixth in line to the throne, it seems. Which will probably lead me nowhere ever. He looks like he's over this thing. Will probably lead me nowhere. Yet because of that, a lot of people, important people in Nephele, will never lift their hand to give me help about anything because, well, I'm in line to right behind them to maybe get there someday. Anyway, I'm here to get funding and allies. I'm looking for mercenaries and soldiers. Edenwald is lifting banners and being financed. If you think you can help me, I can give you a diamond today if you want. This is not a problem. But, as I asked, do you think that you are a man of your words? Because I'm looking for help. I'm ready to spend a diamond on this. Because I know about your name, well, and your guild. And if you're able to fight a demon, you may be able to help me make sure a war never happens and nothing too big starts.
Do you have a plan in place to avoid the war? Besides just getting funding and...
In the best of worlds, Duke Godfrey would die in his sleep. This could probably end it all. He's an old man with no heir. He's not gonna... Whatever he's trying to achieve today in expanding his duchy will end. As soon as he dies, it is expected that Edenwald will just end up in turmoil. But I myself cannot do that. I'm not asking you to assassinate someone, but maybe to clear the way. Mercenary would work. I'm not expecting you to fight on the battlefield. I assume this is not where you are good at. You've got my condition.
I will have to confer with my friends, as we have other priorities as well.
No worries, I understand that you cannot put your whole guild into a fight that's not yours on a whim.
I would be interested in seeing if there's a way to avoid any sort of bloodshed, directly or indirectly.
I would also be interested in that. But right now I have no solution, or I wouldn't be here.
Yes. I appreciate the offer. And
It's on the table. Right now, things are at the speed of things. Edenwald could be able to march in maybe 2 months' time. This gives me plenty of time to try to rally my banners. And I hope this gives you enough time to think about it. But again, if you have a quick answer, I can have a quick gift for you.
absolutely. I'll come find you sometime before the evening's over, one way or another.
Marvelous.
Second bit of wisdom. You see that woman over there? I'll point to Andromeda. Depending on what kind of evening you're hoping to have, you might want to also avoid that.
Well noted. Thank you again, friend. He will give you like a, a sort of knight's handshake where you can lock a little further. Think about it.
I will.
And he
And then-
will leave with his squire that has still the trumpet and the drink.
Yeah.
He also has like the helmet under his arm, like he's trying his best.
Standing there holding all this heavy shit.
Yes.
Okay. Then I will go seek out. Well, I'll probably try to signal to Poppy, and I saw Arastelle go outside earlier, so I'll just like motion with my head to Poppy, and then head outside to meet with Arastelle and Poppy.
Poppy? I assume you're just still talking with Odessa? Or
Yeah.
you-
I
Okay.
found my person at the place and I'm having a good time.
Good. You see the sign from Zovril.
Sure. I think my friend wants to talk with me outside real quick. I have to go talk with him real quick.
Oh.
Do you plan on staying around like later?
Oh
or
yeah.
anything like that?
I mean, time flies. I'm supposed to try and actually make some sales. So yes.
That's a good point. I held
Yeah,
up. Sorry. Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Best of luck.
See you later. Actually,
Uh,
we should go back to her things.
Poppy will fly off, hover off, and catch up to Zovril.
You can both easily find Arastelle outside. She's drawing alone. Brooding.
In the garden.
In the garden! This is where people go and brood.
Poppy definitely has like rosy cheeks right now, just from the warmth of the alcohol in the room and stuff like that.
Fair. Well, one, this was not what we agreed upon, Arastelle.
Did we agree?
Two, Nephele made us decide that we were going to come here and try to get out of our comfort zone. But that's not. Anyway,
You said that was point number 2.
anyways, point number 4. I might have found a solution for us, but at a pretty hefty price, but not
Oh.
monetary.
Oh,
What do you mean?
Well, I would you have been able to hear from the garden, like when Luther, Helen,
Probably.
Correct.
Yeah.
Arrived.
Oh
Okay.
yeah. Even Arastelle, maybe the sound was all muffled, but yeah, she did hear it.
Okay. Do either of you know anything about Luther Hellenbrecht, the Duke, the VIP guest of tonight?
Oh. I heard that there was a important person. I didn't know the name though.
may I?
Hey, you can roll history if you want. Same for Arastelle.
15.
Yeah, he's the Duke of Alton,
I'm looking at them.
son of the Baron of
12.
Chezin.
12 and 15.
Mm-hmm.
With 15, you know that Vulpin is southeast region. It's part of the southeast region of Buchesen, which is the southeastern barony of Ebenfell. Ebenfell, FYI, is much more medieval than what you've had with the other countries that you visited. You barely went into Ebenfell beside Applecult, I believe.
I think so.
And even in Applecult, when you went there, you could see that there was a clear, distinct disparity between all of the sort of duchy there. Like they were slightly all different. They had their own things, and they didn't like each other. That's pretty much everywhere in Ebenfell. Like they're all under some baron, but they're all dukes and they all do their own things, and they often have skirmishes and they take over territories and things like that from others. That's how it has always been. And remember that Heavenfell has been a kingdom for less than 30 years right now. So before it
Sure.
was a kingdom, it was a massive bunch of small countries that were just always waging war. And now
Yeah.
they're unified, but clearly it's just a face. It's just nothing more. Deep down, they're still the same old people that despise each other and will try to steal territories from each other if they could.
Right.
Uh, so there's a lot of political strife in there, and this is just normal for them. Obviously, they need money because you have to pay your soldiers, and this is why the Duke of Fulton is here today, because he's having problem and he probably thinks he's gonna lose. And as he explains, Zovril, well, he's not getting any support from higher nobles because of his status as potential future king. This
Right.
creates jealousy and things like that. So yeah, this is much more feudal in the way it works
Hmm.
than Silk Meadow, which is totally unified and everything's cool. Silk Meadow is a nice place. Anyway, what you know about Vulton with 15 Poppy? Vulton is mostly known for its mines. It's a slightly mountainous region, has a lot of mines, and yeah, you know that the Baron of Butchison is Frederick the Bold.
Okay.
The Bold Ellenbrecht. He has the same last name, obviously. Pretty much it.
Oh. Like, okay. So he's from like the place that doesn't really like each other, right?
Yes.
Okay. So what does he want from us?
He needs funding and support in a potential war, but in a way that he's hoping to get funding and support that could potentially avoid the war. It was all kind of confusing. But he has heard of the strangers and was hoping that we would be able to put in a good word to help his cause. But he did an awful lot. He said he didn't want us to assassinate his opponent, but it sounded like he was hoping that we would find a way to get rid of his opponent. And I don't know. But he says that he thinks he has 2 months' time. But if we could give our word today, we could have a diamond today.
I'm sorry, I have so many questions.
Yeah.
You said put in a good word with the strangers? Was he asking for your help specifically, or that we would just ask the strangers?
We're not really like the
We're
guild
not
is
really
like
with the guild anymore.
like we're with them because we were a part of them and like did a lot with them, but like we're doing things on our own right now.
We're not
So
really
we're not actually
mercenaries.
we're not acting on the stranger's authority right now.
I agree.
And I thought that we wanted to buy a diamond. I thought that you had the...
That's his price.
But
He's just
you
willing to
said-
give that.
You just said that he was looking for funding.
Well, if he has the diamond, he doesn't need our money.
What
Okay.
funding does he need if he doesn't need our money?
Sounds like the
Well,
war support basically is the funding.
Much more than the 1,000 gold that we would be offering.
That sounds like a terrible deal then.
I have an alternate, but it's not as immediate. I would like it to be immediate, but I was talking with a merchant the entire time, and she's very lovely. And she has friends back where she's from, who may have those types of things, but she's not going to be there anytime soon. So it wouldn't be until she's heading back home, because right now she's on a merchant run. So
That sounds way better than going to war for a region that we have no stakes in.
And we have our own things that we're trying to accomplish right now.
Don't disagree.
And like, I don't know, I'm a little tired of fighting, in all honesty.
I would agree.
Like, it's been pretty nonstop.
I feel like we just got out of political strife. I don't want to go back into that.
Did you ask him if we could buy it from him? Like, I'd be willing to pay double.
We can come back with a counter offer. I'm not sure he would accept in his position.
Funding.
What's 2,000 gold if we were to pay double for this in the grand scheme of things for what he needs? He's talking about funding an entire army, fighting a war. It's not gonna...
Well, I thought you said that he's trying to avoid the war.
Of course he is, but again, a couple thousand gold is...
That's a lot of money. What do you mean?
I don't know if it's enough to stop a war. He has a whole sword made of diamond.
So why does he does he need us?
It sounds like, because if he doesn't have the people himself, I'm guessing it's because he doesn't have like the people, like the funding is to buy people to be mercenaries for him, basically.
Yes.
And to buy somebody for a war, I mean, I wouldn't sell my life for... Well, I've seen more money than typical people see in their lifetime, so never mind.
Well, I mean, listen, I also don't want to get into a war. I'm not disagreeing with you guys. I'm not saying we should do this. I'm just presenting you with what he brought up.
Right.
We can offer to buy it. I'm all for that. But my guess is if that was an option, he might have just given it to us instead of trying to finagle support and support of people that could offer a great deal of funding and supporting a war effort that we have no stake in.
Can we all go talk with him together? And Arastelle, can you come with us, because you haven't been drinking and you probably have some clearer thoughts than us. It's like, your questions are good points, and I don't think I would have thought of those exactly.
Fine.
Promise, as soon as we're done with this, I'll make a distraction of some sort if need be, so you can come back out to the garden.
Okay.
And if we're dealing with a duke, should you do your regular body or no? Like, what if...
Would he even recognize me?
I don't know.
I think it's fine.
Okay.
What would you like us to... Never mind. We'll just let you introduce yourself.
Yeah, okay. And if this doesn't work, we have an alternate option. It's just a longer time than I would like, but it's okay. Yeah.
So you
Also,
go back inside.
Why did you not tell me how horrible Andromeda was?
I told you she's a bit... Cutscene. All right, back inside. Smash cut.
Good. You go back inside. You're trying to find Luther. Easy to spot, obviously. You head back toward him. He's talking with someone. He spots you. you don't hear what he says, but clearly he's kind of ending the conversation,
Right.
and he approaches all three of you. Back so soon.
Yes. Had a chance to talk with my friends. These are my friends. This is
Hi, I'm Poppy.
Alethea.
As they say in Pérégon, enchanté.
Enchanté.
And have you thought about it?
We have some questions because we're kind of confused about some things. Just out of curiosity. What's up?
I believe that speaking around the table about it while eating food may not have been as wise. We can probably find a room.
Oh, yeah. Okay, sounds good.
As Pythia said, like the old place is your house now, so
Yeah.
you're able to find a place that's more calm, less people, no ears around. You had questions?
Yeah. So, what do you need funds for if you are, like, what are the funds for exactly? Like, I'm sorry, I'm a little...
I may have used the wrong word. I am not looking... I'm looking for funds. I am looking for people. As I explained to Zovril earlier, I am having difficult times trying to find men at arms and mercenaries that would fight under my banner in Heavenfell. As I explained to him, my status at the court make it so that any high value member of the court is trying to stunt me on this. Money is not the problem here.
Right.
My name
Okay.
and status is. And when you have money, well, it's fun and all, but it doesn't mean that you're able to afford everyone. Also, take note, our economy is based on precious gems. Crystals being one of them. Do you know how many people are willing to buy crystals or want crystals?
Me?
You. But that's the issue. Very few people need that or want to spend for that. My duchy do not have funds. We have gemstones that nobody buys, but that are expensive.
Okay.
Well, we would like
But-
to buy one.
Marvelous. But I'm looking for people to help me.
If we give you the gold, the funding, then you could buy someone's time to hire.
One of the problems is that our friend forgot to mention that we're not working with, like, the strangers right now. We're not on their authority, because we have our own things, life issues that are kind of going on that are semi-life threatening, and we have to attend to. And we just got out of a lot of political turmoil that was difficult with the strangers, and it's exhausting.
You can roll a perception check, one of you. You can add help if you want, considering all three of you are there.
Perception.
Not perception, persuasion.
Persuasion. I've got decent persuasion.
Go for it. You can add help.
Okay. Help is +2, yeah?
Yeah.
That advantage.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's good. That's good. That'll be a 26.
All right. He seems to be thinking. You can see that he's clearly just in his own head, thinking about a bunch of different things. I'm sorry. I may have rushed a little too much. I understand. I understand. I'll be willing to sell you a diamond if this is what you are looking for and need.
It would be, I think. Yeah. And Poppy's kind of like little like bashful about it, I think. He said that you happen to have one like readily available.
I do.
Okay.
It is currently vaulted, but yes,
Okay.
I can have one.
Okay. Great. Then let's do it.
You're looking for a diamond that is worth 1,000 gold, correct? This is what
Yes.
Zovril told me.
Yes.
All right. I would have preferred having help from actual mercenaries, but gold is gold, and one does not spit on it. I can make sure that you have this for tomorrow. Would that be okay with you?
Absolutely.
All right. Just make sure to bring payment.
Mhm.
I will find you the diamond that is worth as close as 1,000 gold as possible, so that you can have what you are looking for on the
Okay.
exact number.
Okay.
But my offer still stand. If you ever pass by Butchison, you are free to come and say hi. And if you ever change your mind and feel like you can help others, our doors will be opened, and our banners will be held up high.
Zovril did say you have an estimate of about 2 months, right? Before
Yes.
things would become dire.
According to our intelligence, yes. With the war in Sorios, we are aware that they are getting funding from Turo, but Turo is taking their time. The war in Sorios is helping us a lot right now.
Should we find ourselves in the area, I think that as long as we're not directly like hurting people, like, because we're not assassins, we aren't there to hurt people. But if there is a way we can help, I'm sure that we can talk about that if we happen to find ourselves in the area. But we don't have an exact timeline on when we're going to be about throughout Arcabios. Or it matters.
Doors of my castle will always be open for you.
Okay.
I did offer. I am a man of my word. So.
Did
Shall
I
we go
miss
back
anything?
to?
I asked Arastelle. Did I miss anything?
Where should we meet you tomorrow?
Is there a place you would like to meet? I am not acquainted with this city.
We could meet at the Church of Edgar.
That
Outside.
suits me well. That suits me. So, it's at noon.
Okay.
I believe that I will be drinking a lot tonight. So,
Fair enough.
noon sounds like a best time for me.
Absolutely.
He will start like going like rummaging around the room trying to find something. He will find a cabinet with some alcohol in it. A toast.
Sure.
We'll bring out 4 glasses and hand out one to each of you.
Truly, this is our home now. This evening.
Pythias said it was our home. Do like you're at home. Let's hope that he looks at the bottle. Whatever this is good enough for us. He puts it back, hands you your glasses.
Hmm.
Tonight I may not have the help of the strangers, but at least I'll have 1,000 gold tomorrow.
Hmm.
And you'll be able to save your friend. A
Yeah.
toast to that.
Thank you. Toast.
Do you drink, Arastelle?
No, I'm gonna be
Wow.
the designated.
Driver.
Yeah.
The designated walker Homer.
Yeah.
To be
Well, I
fair,
guess-
Poppy and Zovril are on a path right now that they might need an adult.
I think we need to have a sober person in the group. So she'll pretend like she's going to drink it, but she won't actually drink.
Wet your lips.
Not really
Those-
even. Just fake it.
Oh.
Toast
Okay.
and drink. It is not rum. It is rum. Easy.
Okay.
Sure.
It is good quality. Well, let's head back downstairs.
Yes.
People will start asking questions. And my squire will probably wonder why I am.
Fair enough. Thank you.
Good luck with finding some support.
Oh, I guess I'll find all I need tonight, or most of it. Pythias made sure that there's a lot of people with interest in my wares tonight, so. And he's also doing this tomorrow, I believe. I'm not sure how I feel about that. Let's see how tonight goes. And he ends like he just finished the drink.
Hmm.
You go back downstairs. As you go down, you can see that pretty much all the lights inside have been
Dimmed.
has gone. And there's a magical light coming from outside that just passes through all these windows and just create this sort of illusion inside where there's like moving colors and rainbows. Kind of almost feel like like disco ball would do essentially. And the music has changed. There's like there's like a different band. They're playing different instruments, and there's people like dancing together, women, men. Like the vibe has changed completely at this point. Like this sort of soothing music, perfect for a ballroom dance. And your Luther just looks around and is like, well, I guess I missed my chance to speak with people inside. I'll meet you in the garden. And he just leaves.
Before he goes, I'm like, well, you could like start like, dancing with people and having those conversations. It would be like a little bit more intimate that way, and you might actually garner a little bit more out of it.
I can dance for shit. He will say
Oh.
that like not a
I
whisper,
can't help you
but
with, yeah, I can't help you with that.
he knows his weakness. And he will just bail out.
Wait, so
do you-
the dancing's not in the garden?
No, it's inside.
Oh.
Yeah,
Man.
it's in the ballroom.
Well, where's Arastelle gonna go now?
You can go outside. if
We're
you
at
want.
least sit outside with Luther.
Yeah, you can go brood outside with Luther. Show him your drawings. Do you want to draw with me?
Well, we did kind of already secure the diamond, so
Yes.
we could technically just leave.
Good.
Bobby doesn't want to leave yet.
So what do you do, Arastelle?
But you can. I know how to get back to the place. House. The estate.
Yes. All of the above.
Well, that just reminded me that I'm supposed to be the designated walker, so I can't leave them to their own. I'm gonna go out to the garden. but
Okay.
it's probably
Nice.
large enough that we can have
Oh
our
yeah,
own separate
you can find
corners.
another bench.
Yeah.
This is another problem.
Perfect.
Poppy and Zovril.
I'm gonna go find the one person I was talking to again, and explain that someone was able to actually had one on them, but I would still appreciate her asking her contacts when she gets back to her home for future reference, because we have some dangerous stuff coming up.
Yeah, sure, absolutely. I mean, the offer still stands, and there's no problem here. And
Awesome.
do you perchance want to dance?
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, I can do all the footwork. I mean, you're offering, so
Yeah. Poppy will take a dance and enjoy the waltz.
Sure. Yeah, she'll waltz with you. As you're like going, she'll say, "I was approached by a woman. Like she was very tall and weird.
Was her name Andromeda?
Yeah, she has a weird name."
Oh my gosh. So, and I start going into the details about the gossip the entire situation.
Zovril, what do you do?
I think Zovril would find Nephele and just let her know that we pretty much did what we came here for. And then he would try to go to the garden and find a different brooding corner.
I can offer you a staircase going to the roof if you want to brood with the gargoyles.
Please.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, you can find Nephele. She very in demand for dances, but yeah, you can like stop her for a second, tell her that. She'll tell you that's perfect. It's good. It's great. Now, remember that's kind of her work. So,
Yeah.
Alright, so you go outside. You can see Arastelle. She's on a different bench, alone. You go your own way, I guess.
I sure do. Actually, I feel like I'd say like I wouldn't like avoid Arastelle entirely, but I would like give her space. It's like we can be in like the same row of benches, just like I'll set like, a bench over or something, so it's not like
Sure.
I feel like it'd be weird to like walk out there, see Arastelle, and just like walk the opposite direction.
That's my good friend Arastelle right there. Just leave.
Yeah. Maybe he felt that uncomfortable. I don't know.
Arastelle, you do find a bench outside to go and draw again. You can hear the music from outside still. You have this sort of magical light right over the garden that creates these shadows everywhere that serves as this spotlight for the dance floor, for the ballroom. You can roll me a perception check.
Okay. I have a passive of 14.
All right.
Nice.
You can hear a voice, male's voice, just say, "A dance, maybe." And if you look up, you can see you haven't heard anyone come by, like walk through the grass or anything, the sort of footsteps. If you look up, you do see somewhat familiar mask, if that makes sense. Someone you've met once, only once, also I believe. You've met at the same time as Fennec. You see
God,
this.
This isn't Crab, is it?
No.
Okay, thank God.
You see this sort of ivory mask that has a lot of golden inscription on it. This person's clothes are much more reminiscent of maybe the West, maybe the Pensarials. You've seen this man called Autumn in Kivamos. He was Fennec's bodyguard back then.
Yeah. I actually have that written down. Yeah.
He still has the same mask, different outfit. He still looks like he's good for a par here. Like he fits somewhat, even though the style itself does not fit with the locals. But at least he has a mask.
It would take me by surprise, for sure. And I think that she would like look at her sketchbook in front of her, and like look up at him, but then remember what Nephele had said, and so she would feel obligated to say yes, sure.
He already has his hand reached out.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. She'll smile, kind of, the smile would be small, but she would still smile. And get up and dance with them. How long
Do you
has
think
it been,
that-
by the way? I'm worried.
How long? What?
Since the I guess since we left the mansion, actually.
More than an hour, probably 2, maybe 3. Let's say 2. Why?
I never specified. So alter self is only an hour.
Oh, I didn't thought about that.
Yeah.
Is it an hour? It is an hour.
Yeah. You didn't
Did-
really. We didn't keep.
Yeah.
track
Well,
of the
did you
time.
recast it? I mean, you could
Um.
have hidden like in the
gardens.
gardens
Yeah,
and just
I
cast
guess
it again.
while I was in the gardens, I would have casted it again before going back in. And yeah, so okay.
Sure. Do you think that Arastelle is a good dancer? Do you think she waltzed before?
Say that again? What was the question?
Do you think that she danced before?
Oh, so that's a really funny question because she's a graduate of Prismari, and I'm pretty sure that there's like legitimate classes for dancing. So
Yes. Oh yeah.
So
Fair enough.
Yeah, I think like even though she probably like trying to weave it in, I think that she would know all of the techniques of dancing, but she wouldn't feel comfortable until like she actually like got into the like it would take some time for her to get more comfortable dancing, but yeah, I think that she would be a pretty good dancer.
All right. Yeah. If he sees that like you're having trouble, he will slow down, tell you like I'll be right, just follow my steps, things like that, and ask your name.
It's Alethea. And yours?
You can call me Autumn.
And, you know Pythias? How?
We're old acquaintances. I'm actually here on behalf of a friend. You've probably met him.
I have?
I mean, he usually goes around and speak with everyone. A small orange cat. He did not go outside, so.
I've been outside in the garden for most of the night. I don't think I've spoken with him.
Oh, well, lucky you, I guess.
Lucky me?
He's a good person, but he can be a little heavy from time to time. And what brings you here? First time I see you in Pythias' garden. Usually I do find myself alone here.
Um, well, I'm here with some friends, kind of making sure they get back home okay after a night of drinking.
Hmm. I say, usually people prefer just staying here. There's about 16 rooms for the drunks and the lovers.
I didn't even know that was an option.
Well, Pythias always tell people that his house is their house. He actually does not live here. It's only for was these events.
He does he own the house?
Oh yes,
Oh,
absolutely.
okay. I see. Well, yeah.
I can see why you were sitting outside.
Yes,
Obviously, you're not part of this world.
I'm I'm sorry?
The rich,
Oh.
their world.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, no. I'm not familiar with any of this, and it's a little too much.
I can understand. I prefer myself to stay away from that. Also,
Were you in the gardens this whole time?
yes and no. I mean, Fennec pays me so that I make sure everything's all right. I was actually on the roof earlier.
Oh, okay.
That was a great point of view.
I see. Okay. I was wondering why I didn't see you at all. That makes sense.
Part of the business.
I see.
Fennec don't pay me so that I take a lot of space. And what about you?
What what about me?
What do you do?
Um, well, I'm from Granthier, and I'm an artist. I like to draw and paint. That's, I guess, what I do.
Are you well known in Carontia?
No, but maybe someday.
He stops. Then he just stops moving, stops the dance essentially. Do you have any drawing with you right now?
Um, I don't, I don't think I do. No, sorry. Nothing that I would be comfortable showing. I hope you understand.
I do. Well, I'm sorry if I disturbed you.
It's okay. It was a nice dance.
It was a nice dance. I'm glad for once I could dance. And maybe we meet again.
Thank you.
You will step back, let you to your drawings and your bench. And if you ever meet Fennec, just hide. It's better for you.
Hmm. Oh, okay. Thank you for the warning.
He will pretty much leave you after that. Zovril, are you just brooding?
Yes. with another drink.
You've acquired what you were looking for, or at least you have a deal with Luther. You have the funds. I can assume you have the funds, but all right.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't remember how, but Poppy does have money in her inventory if we need it too. So
We were given
does
like
not.
2,500 gold.
thank you for telling me that. I didn't want to ask. Yeah, I've got that with me.
Yeah.
Apparently.
Yeah, we were all given 2,500 gold.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Just wanted to make sure.
Is there anything else you would want to do on this night?
Mm. Poppy would probably continue hanging out with what's her name? Terrible with names.
Odessa.
Odessa, thank you. Yeah, until Odessa decides to go. Or until Arastelle tells Poppy she has to go.
Sure. Arastelle?
Mhm.
Anything you would want to do before leaving the place?
I don't have anything now.
Zovril?
Just actively avoiding Andromeda.
Sound like a good plan.
Sounds like an active check is required.
What about a stealth check? Better have a good stealth, man.
Then. Oh wait,
no.
it's not disadvantage because I don't have my armor on.
You don't have your armor on,
Huzzah!
so
10.
yeah. As you prepare to leave, you'll try to actively avoid Andromeda. Like you'll be looking around. You'd be like trying to follow the walls, and as you kind of turn a corner, you can like clash face to face with her.
Perfect.
Should we like? Oh, did you? Are you leaving?
I am leaving.
Have you considered my offer? The doors of my workshop are always open, wide open.
I'm actually heading to a lady friend's house. So
Oh, what a shame. Well, maybe I can speak with her. There's always room for more.
she goes to a different school. I don't think she's interested, but I'll run it by her when we get back to the house.
All right, young tiger. I understand what's going on, but
More
again,
of a wolf, but
Are you trying to flirt with her or not? I'm confused now.
it's the first time Zovril has an actual good comeback. A wolf, then. Well, know that I don't like when people say no to me. So, but I know when I lose the battle. But I'll meet you for the rest of the war. Yeah, she will kind of like she will kind of like again like pass her hand onto your face at all, and she will leave. She'll just say bye bye.
bye.
You're able to leave.
All right, Balerian, you have to do one more thing.
If there's one person you have to kill tonight, I know who it is.
I know where to go. Yeah. Before you leave, Poppy.
Yeah.
Odessa will ask you. Do you want to maybe meet again, or
Yeah,
I'll be in town for
absolutely.
some days.
Oh, I don't know how long we're staying in town. I don't know if we're leaving tomorrow. Well, so yeah, if we're in town, yes. Where are you staying?
Um, should give you. I didn't think about an inn's name, so
That's okay. Just an inn.
yeah,
I
should
get a
give you the
name.
name of the inn that she's at.
Okay. Cool. Yeah, perfect. Sounds good.
Yeah, feel free to. Yeah, just feel free to pass by, come and hang out, and yeah, that'll be
Sure.
cool.
Okay. All right. Bye.
Bye bye.
Fly
You're
off
all
and
leaving.
yes.
Nephele is staying. She'll, if you ask her, she'll tell you that she will find her way home, no problem. Don't worry about her.
Okay.
Um, you can all find your way back home to Nephele's place.
Cool. With Aristotel's help.
With Arastelle's help. Yes. Depends if you believe that you drank so much that you need Arastelle's help. Yes, she's there to
Only
help.
him. Only Zovril.
Zovril. They can also bring Zovril to Andromeda's place if need be.
Oh
If you want to show him around.
no.
And yeah, you have your deal.
Perfect.